Hey guys, what's going on? This is David. Yeah, today I'm going to be showing you a new game that just came out not too long ago called Besiege. Basically, you can build whatever you like to get over any obstacle that's in your way. I will show you what it's like, and there's actually a couple of people who reviewed it. I will just show you Jacksepticeye and Nerdcube, just in the description below. Alright, let's get started. Back in the days, when I was a kid, there was never video games like this. I wish there were. Would have been great. I wasn't supposed to show you this card, but too late. So this is one of my creations, I guess. So back in the days, I used to play with Lego, and Lego was the greatest thing ever. I bet you guys remember Lego. Of course you did. So, growing up with Lego was probably the greatest childhood ever. And I guess Lego can actually help you with this now. Alright, so today I'm going to be teaching you a lot of mechanics through the game, and I guess maybe the physics too, whatever kicks in. So first I'm going to start off with the wheels. As you see here, motor wheel controls with up and down. Press F to flip a wheel whenever hovering over it. So, this is how it works. These are your, pretty much your chassis. Let's put the wheels on just for fun. And there you go. And also the arrows show you, indicating where the wheels are going to spin. Let's put the vehicle down. Press spacebar and it'll play. There you go. You just made a simple car. Your main objective is to destroy this little house. It's quite simple. You just try forward. Hopefully I don't miss. Yeah, there we go. And there you go. Oh, bumping around. Alright. So the next part I'm going to show you, I'd say maybe suspension. Yeah, why not? I'll show you suspension. Next thing I was supposed to show you was steering, but steering can come in later. So if you're like me, and you're curious, how high can these things go? As long as this box is here and you don't pass this box, then it's fine and you can beat the level here. You can actually remove it to free build mode, but you won't progress the level. Alright, start with the suspension, shall we? Actually, I'll show you the pistons. Suspensions are more like, well, as you can tell, suspensions. You know what? Yeah, I'll show you. These are suspensions. Oh, there we go. Nope. There we go. As you see, they just bounced me. Show you in slow motion. They bounce, which is cool. Now, if you had something that could work with it, which is retractable springs, from what I've tried out, it actually works really well. And I will demonstrate now. You put the retractables here. Oops, sorry. You hold and left click down and let go. And there you go. You can see the connections here. Hold left click down and let go. And you repeat this process and you will have retractable springs. Right now, the suspension is up. Once you hold L, they will drop. Once you let go, it will let go itself, which is really cool. Now, you're probably wondering, there we go, perfect. Pistons. Pistons work like, as their names, pistons. They come out whenever you need them to. So for example, right now they're retracted. As soon as you, thank you chicken. As soon as you start holding H, sorry, you bounce. As you can see, woohoo! Yeah, bouncing Joe. Okay, but yes, that's one of the mechanics there as well. Now, the greatest thing about this game is that you can actually key map. You can actually tell it what button for each piece what you want it to do, which is really convenient. I won't be doing that, but I'm going to show you a vehicle I have that's ready to go. This was built within, I guess, 2 days of playing the game. It took me a long time to figure out how to do most of the mechanics until I read this. All because of that, I'm able to control every piece of my vehicle. Hopefully this doesn't lag. It doesn't. Well, a little bit it does. That's okay. Alright, so I'm going to slow down time. If I can. Game, will you let me? Okay, you won't. Fine, be rude. Alright. So what I've done for this vehicle is, as you can see here, this weird little piece that looks like a bunch of spikes is actually a grabber. What we could actually do is grab things. But for now, I'm going to show you exactly what this vehicle can do. There you go. Now, as you can see, I made it look like a crane, and that's what I pretty much called it. You can turn around in every direction. Go up and down. Looks like a scorpion to me. Which is really cool. You can also extend, but due to the... Let go. There we go. Every time you hear this noise, it means it's grabbed onto whatever it clips on. It's automatic. And in order for you to let go, you have to press the certain button that you designate to. There we go. Alright. So, what I've done was that I've put a bunch... Let's focus on that. There we go. What I've done was that I put a lot of steering hinges. And I've designated to each single one of them to do which button. Now down here is actually a spinner, which is also on its own button scheme apps. Jeez, I'm not doing very well in English, am I? Alright. The wheels still move. This thing does still steer. Whoops! Ah, look at that. I already made a mistake. So, luckily you guys are here to see this. I'm going to fix my mistake. See here? This hinge right here is set to left and right, which is not, because this other hinge is set to 8 and 2. Let's set this to 8 and 2. Now for this to work, all you have to do is aim your cursor right on this designated square, and it'll glow red. Once it's glowing red, you can change it to any key you like. Once that's done, just press the X. So let's put this vehicle down again, just for a test. And as you can see here, now I can turn, and it's just my steering handles, which is great. Still drives just like it should. And my crane still works operatively, which is great. Damn it. Let go! Alright. So, well, the purpose of this machine was that there's a couple of levels ahead, which I might want to show you, but I don't want to ruin the fun for you guys. So let's retract this back. There we go. Now here's the problem. Whenever there are hinges, you must be very careful on how much you press, because you can literally destroy just by pressing constantly. Which is a big flaw in the game, but that's okay. It's still fun. Like, let's say here... Oh, I just broke it. Whoa! Okay, where are you going? And the steering hinges also work like that too. See? They don't have a limit, which is the... maybe a little bit of a bad part. Let go of my butt. Oh, no! Ah! What have you done? Okay, let's restart. Alright, so our next mission is to destroy that. I'm not going to really use this thing because it's such a hassle. I made a little cannon, which is very simple. But I will teach you how to make this cannon very quickly. First, I'm just going to show you what it can do. You can turn all 4 directions, which is very nice. And when you use the middle click where your scroll is, you can actually focus, which is really nice. I wonder if I can shoot from here. Oh, I still got the piston. Shoot! Yeah! Destroyed! I'm so sorry. That wasn't even the best controls. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can aim this. Oh, oh. Touchy, touchy. There we go. And let's shoot. There we go. That was wonderful. And it can still drive in every direction. Woo! Okay. So, I'm gonna tell you how to build this cannon over here. Because you never know when you'll need it. Alright. You need basic chassis, I guess. Here's how I'm just building it very simple. Now, just in case you're wondering what a hinge is. Basically, a hinge you can control in any way you like. Let's say... yeah. Let's say you want to make like a catapult type of thing. And you're really curious to how this is going to go. Also, you can actually move... just down, there we go. You can actually move your entire vehicle. So, if you're really curious and you want to build like a catapult or something, why won't you let me build? What intersection is there? Can I build now? There we go. Alright, so let's say, let's put a flamey ball for now. Now, the cool thing is, if you ever watch the Jacksepticeye episode, you'll be able to see how he's done it. Which, I have to admit, that's a pretty good way. Like, he's got it right on. So let's set this thing down. Whoa! What's wrong with it? Why did it go down like that? Well, gravity. So, you can hold L, and... oh no! Oh no! What is the problem? I'll tell you what the problem is. There's not enough weight to support. Yeah, actually, we'll do that. The more weight you put on, the less of a push you get. So this is just for an example. Let's throw that. Huh! That was a very bad throw. Alright. There's also another trick you could do here. What normally you could do is put it back here. And let's grab retractable springs. Connect to there. Perfect. Okay. I don't usually do catapults. So you can just throw it. Woo! Okay. Well, that tells you why I haven't done a lot of catapults. Damn. Okay. You know what? We'll do this. See how this works. Alright. Throw! That's gone a lot farther. Alright. You know what? Let's shorten this catapult. Thank you, Mom, for coughing. Alright. Let's see what happens here. There we go! Goes right through. Perfect. Alright. So the physics here is that the longer it is, the more heavier it is to lift. Which is not always the greatest thing. So if I were to shorten it even more, this would go probably a lot more further. Oof, that's not safe. What you could do here is, let's say, build something right here, and you can put something to support it from dropping. Suspension can work. What intersection? What are you talking about? What lies? Alright. Well, it's lying to me, but that's okay. It says there's an intersection, which is a lie. But that's okay. You know what? Good enough. It can hold itself, right? Yeah. There you go. Look at that. Much faster. Alright, let's go to the next zone, and I'll show you. Now here is for the steering proportion. It's where you learn how to steer. So, let's bring out one of my vehicles that I've made. Which is... you know what? Let's bring out the mini cannon. Why not? Alright, start driving. Very simple mechanics, but the problem is, the sheeps are attracted to your machine. As you can see here, they're heading straight towards you. You definitely kill them. And yeah, there's a lot of blood in this thing. Alright, let's go and swerve in between. And there we go. Sweet. Now this next part here, it's pretty much death if you're not protected very well. So the archers here, they shoot arrows. What it does is it destroys your vehicle depending on what it hits. Oh, there you go. I already lost a couple of pieces now. Due to the arrows smacking against the wood starts to weaken, and this is the result. You know what? I'm going to shoot them. Oh, I missed! What a fail. Oh! I destroyed the house from behind. Alright, so your main goal is to, well, to me, is pretty much ignore that. Let's bring out the masher. Fully protected. And what it can do is, pow! Yeah, look at that. Okay, so your main mission is to go behind these guys. They will shoot in all directions, so good luck trying to avoid them. Just go around them. And simply just... smack the houses! I can't smack the houses. Why can't I smack the houses? It's probably not the best machine. Like, all these things are not pre-made to create such success. I actually made these whenever I felt like I was creating something unique. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Oof, this one. The Queen's Fodder. Alright, so here you have to kill 90% of everybody. Now what I've done, which is the reason why I made this, well, I made this vehicle in order to take all beatings. And it is willing to take every damage. It's filled with armor. And it can only go forwards and backwards. Wow. Such massacre. Alright, let's keep going. You can also create other things, like my Death Spinner. I made this just out of sheer random. Quite curious. But it will break eventually. These guys are not very smart to run into it. I'm just waiting until it breaks. It'll cause such havoc. Alright. Well, I am going to show you how to build a cannon. And simple car instructions. Alright, so. Let's get to the boot. To the boot. To the boot. Alright. Here's something called a steering hinge, which controls... well, it can steer, as you can tell. Now, whenever you place them, they also have arrows indicating where they're going to turn. So, and you can also change their directions by aiming at them and pressing F. You don't want to do it that way, though. Alright. So, let's put the wheels, shall we? Perfect. There's your car. It's as easy as that. Now, to make a cannon, you can make it any way possible. But I will show you the way I've done it, just in case you guys want some accuracy. Now, as you see here, something called steering. But it also has the same controls as a steering handle. Just place it there. But we'll be able to change that later on. Now you can also grab a steering hinge, place it here, but press R and it will rotate the steering hinge. Perfect. Go to the weaponry, and you have lots of weapons like metal blades, circular saw, metal spike, cannon, flamethrower, bomb, holder, and flame ball, and a spike ball. Cool. Alright, cannon. Let's place it here. Rotate it until we get it to the right. Perfect. The right angle. Alright. Now, in order for you to map this all in, you control whatever controls you like. For the way I've done it is that I've used the numlock keys. You press 4, there you go, you turn left. And you press 6 to turn right. Now for the steering hinge, you press, well, for me, since this is going this way, you have to pay attention to where left and right is, because it could be quite confusing. So let's say left is 8 and 2 is right. What will happen? Perfect! Just the way I like it. It'll aim in every direction. Just good. Just good. Just good. Alright. Now for the cannon, you can change it as well. It's normally C, but I like to place it as 5. So now, you can aim in any direction you like. And it'll literally try to aim anywhere you like. Alright. I'm going to teach you how to make a crane. To make a crane, same mechanics, except you possibly might need more than just one steering hinge. I like to place 3. 3, because it almost acts like an arm. Like your own arm. Can't forget the grabber. Alright. So, you can change the mechanics, the controls, not the mechanics, I wish you can. Change it to that, and this. That, and this. Yeah. 8 and 2. Alright, so what happens is, it works. Just like an arm. You can pick things up. Really cool. Alright. Cool. Let's delete this. Let's put a piston, which I like to put a piston for reaching. Because you never know when you need to reach for stuff. Alright. See what happens here. Whoa! That's quite heavy. Alright. Now here's the problem. Remember when I said the longer it is, the more heavier it gets? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my goodness. Alright. That was not very good. Alright, let's shorten this. Let's give it a claw. Sweet. You could also change the controls for your grabber as well. Let's put it to 5. Now, for the extensions, I like to put it as 0. Now, you can all control, literally, just the whole crane itself with just one hand, which is very convenient. Stop it. You're hopping around. Let's add some extra wheels for it to balance a little. And let's put some weight, like armor. Armor is heat resistance and pierce resistance. But as soon as the fire touches your wood, I'm sorry, the wood, it will diminish and it has no way of working anymore. So let's just put some extra weight. These armors are really good for adding weight. And we're almost done. We're almost done teaching you everything I know. Okay, turns. Alright. Quiet, cheap. Will it move? Whoops! That was way too fast. Now the thing is, when you add extra hinges, they will move a lot faster than they normally should. As for example, if I were to put a couple of steerings, watch what will happen. This is set to 4 and 6. 4 and 6. 4 and 6. As you see, the steering is... What the... Oh! Oops. My mistake. Alright, as you can see here, this starts to spin at the slowest, and this starts to spin faster and faster, because it's spinning in the same direction, which is really cool. Now, if you're planning on putting on this bad boy here, the spinning block, it spins on its own. You could also change in where I'd like to spin. You could literally make it spin as fast as a helicopter. My goodness. It looks like a drill. You know what? Let's make a drill just for fun. Oh man, I've never thought about that. Alright, let's see what happens here. Nothing. Alright. That's really fast. Wow, that's frightening. Alright, let's put a metal blade at the front. Oh. There's an issue. I'm too close. There we go. Cancel that. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see how this house will handle the spinning blade of death. Oh my goodness. Just broke it in a second. Holy jeez! You own the sheep! Oh my god. This is the greatest thing I've ever made. Oh my god, this thing could be a massive drill. That is cool. I didn't know. I never made a drill before. Cool. Alright. Now, I've also made this machine, well, called the Clapper. I'd like to thank the Nerd Cube for showing me this. Because I never thought about actually doing it. Whoa! It just claps. Yeah! Happy day, happy day. Except this is when I started the game. I didn't understand that you could actually change controls. So what I've done was I've used these spinning circular motions here, which acts like a propeller. Now, if you want to make a plane, I could definitely show you that, but I highly doubt it'll fly. I've never been able to create flying machines yet, and they're not very stable from when I made them. So far, I've actually made a helicopter. I didn't save it though, which is a sad story, but that's okay. So as you see here, flying block. You press O to fly. What happens when you actually try to fly? That was new. Okay. You fly up. There we go. Alright. Oh, whoa. What happened there? You know what happened? You got close to the atmosphere, which is really cold up there. You know the sky is freezing. Alright. Let's get rid of these things. Now, if you're planning on making a mechanic for an airplane, like back in the old World War II days, I guess, or World War I days, I'll show you in a second. But what I'm doing right now is I'm just raising this platform here so I can show you the full mechanics. Okay, so let's set this down. Now, this is where the spinning blocks come in handy. As you see here, it spins, which is really good. It's supposed to. Also, I should warn you that there's something called braces. Braces are important. Without these, this can't support itself. Depending on what you do, the braces will be either your best friend or your worst enemy. Whoops. There we go. Just like that. What it does is that it braces every piece that's connected to it. It will miss these pieces, but it'll still work. Alright. So just in case everything breaks here, I'd rather not. We'll do it like this. Good, very quickly. Alright. Now, this is what the propellers are for. Right here, aerodynamic propeller. What it does is that it actually gives motion to your vehicle. As in... Gosh dang it. Alright. Well, I'm just a little bit too short. So I'm going to do this. And like that. Perfect. Good. Out of the way. Actually, maybe. Out of the way. Perfect. Alright. Let's put the spinning block. This is only for an example. You guys could do whatever you like. You don't have to actually copy me. Alright. So as you can see here, the propellers. And it moves. There you go. It actually flies. Now, let's say I wanted to build it up on the top here. Well, that is completely possible. You can. It could act like an actual helicopter. See, these propellers here are actually shaped to actually fly, as you can see here. I'm not actually pressing anything. It's just doing whatever it wants, and destruction awaits it. Now, the cool thing about it is that, like I said, that you can stack the spinning blocks, and it'll go faster. So if you were to put more aerodynamic propellers, it will fly. But since the vehicle is not evenly made, it will crash. But that's okay. Alright. So I pretty much possibly told you everything I knew about this game. And it's actually really convenient, this game. It teaches you a lot of things about physics, especially the mechanics of this game. It teaches you a lot. Like, you'll learn a lot of things about this game. These are just simple things. I don't like this. I don't like using this thing that much, but if you ever need it, you can use it. Now, here's something that nobody really figured out. just in case Jacksepticeye watches this, or even NerdCube, Sandbox is actually available. It's in a work in progress, but you can access it, which is really neat. I'm guessing this is where the developers actually practice their physics and mechanics throughout the whole game, but I don't really know that for sure because I never really asked them myself. But I'm just going to grab a simple car, like my cannon. Actually, I'll just get rid of this just to make it a car. Now, the great thing about this is that you can literally explore to your heart's content. Like, let's say, what is this here? I wonder. Well, wonder no more. You will find out now. Whoa! I broke. Ouch. This is like an anti-gravity chamber here. It puts you upside down, which is really cool. I'm guessing this is another mechanics that's going to happen during the game. Later on, whenever it's fully developed. Because right now this is an alpha. And let's try to land on the chicken. Ah, chicken! Yeah! Destruction and terror. And let's flip it over. Alright, whoa. No, no, bring me back. No, bring me back. There we go. And the soldiers are here. Yeah, you can test every little bit of this game, which is really unique. It's really cool. I love building games like this. And there's also, you can actually take off the box, like I said. Machine info. Block amount and center of mass. You can actually see the center of mass. It reminds me of Kerbal Space Program. Works the same way. But it could pretty much tell you how much blocks you've used for each machine. Like, that was rude. Don't do that. Alright. Like, let's say the crane I've used. 181? Wow. No wonder it lags my computer a bit. Alright. Well, the only reason why it lags is because of the physics of the game. Because there's so much physics going on that it takes away your frames a little. But it'll still work. It should. As long as you don't spam a bunch of things, like making a ridiculous machine that's going to be massive. But you really don't want to do that. It's not that fun. You can, if you just want to mess around. Like where here, I just practiced on the mechanics of... Whoa! This is really laggy. How many pieces are these? 199? My god. Well, what you can do, if it's lagging, you can just slow down time, and it'll increase your frames. There you go. Now I'm running at complete 60. Whoa. Alright, let's put these down. And when it's at... There we go. When it's at 47% at the speed, to adjust the time scale, it runs it a little bit more smoother, which is really convenient for you. And you can have much more accuracy, I should say. Look at that. Whoa! Legs, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to be back there. Alright. So, I pretty much showed you everything. You can also reset the camera. You can use the middle click, the middle scroll click, to move around just like this. You can scroll in, you can scroll out. You can use WASD to go back and forth like this. You can use the right click. Left click doesn't do anything. And here's your controls, which I forgot to show you. I'm so sorry. I should have showed this in the beginning. Duh. Alright, I'll leave it off here. Just to show you my last masterpiece, I guess, my dragster. Yeah! So, thanks for watching, guys. If you ever want to know more about this game, the description will be... Sorry. I will link a description in below so you can try out the game. It's not free, sadly. But, I'd say it's actually a really good price. For what they're asking, it's a great price. You totally got to get this game. If you really like to build and you're really curious, you're always thinking, what can I build today? Here you go. Your answer is just right here. This game is perfect, right on the dot. There's Gary's mod, and then there's Kerbal Space Program. But this brings me back to the days of Lego, which really brings up my childhood fun. So, if you ever want to watch the other the other YouTubers, you can. I will link it in the description below. Totally watch them. They're funny as hell. These guys are great. I love these guys. I've been watching them ever since I've seen them, which is probably like maybe 2 years. They're really cool guys. You should totally watch them. I advise you to. and even get this game if you like. The programmers, yeah, the programmers are not really, developers, sorry, are not actually jerks saying, give us money. They actually ask if you'd like to donate. If you do, then you're helping them out. So far, I've only put in whatever they asked for, the price of the game, which is good. So thank you guys for watching. This has been Besiege with me, David. Yeah. And I'll see you guys later.